Have you ever wondered who the real millionaires are? Picture the typical image: lavish mansions, sleek sports cars, and exotic vacations. Now consider this. Most millionaires don't fit that stereotype. The wealthiest people often live among us, quietly building their fortunes without ever flaunting them. Surprised? Here's something even more intriguing. Becoming a millionaire might be simpler than you think, but it requires a shift in how you think about money and success. Let's imagine a scenario. You're at a neighborhood barbecue, chatting with a friendly older couple who seem unremarkable. They wear modest clothes, drive an average car, and discuss their gardening hobby. What if I told you they're worth over $2 million? How did they achieve that? They lived below their means, made smart financial choices, and focused on long-term wealth rather than short-term gratification. This is the essence of The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley, a book that unravels the habits and mindsets of everyday millionaires. This video will explore the book's core lessons and uncover actionable insights that could transform your financial future. If you've ever wondered how to break free from paycheck to paycheck living or want to achieve true financial independence, you're in the right place. And if you're passionate about practical advice like this, subscribe for more life-changing content. Who are the millionaires? Let's break down the myth of who millionaires are. When you think of the wealthy, you might picture celebrities or tech moguls living in luxury. But here's the reality. Most millionaires are ordinary people living in modest neighborhoods and driving used cars. They don't wear designer clothes and aren't splurging on extravagant lifestyles. Instead, they focus on building their net worth by saving, investing, and living intentionally. Take the story of Mike and Susan. They're a middle-aged couple living in a quiet suburb. Mike runs a small plumbing business, and Susan is a school librarian. They've lived in the same house for over 20 years and never bought a brand new car. Yet their bank account tells a different story. With a net worth of over $1.5 million, they've achieved financial security through discipline and smart financial decisions. This book teaches us that wealth is less about how much you earn and more about how you manage what you have. The typical millionaire allocates their time and energy toward activities that increase wealth, like budgeting, investing, and setting financial goals. They're not chasing trends or trying to keep up with the Joneses. Instead, they're building a foundation for long-term financial freedom. Ask yourself, what's your current approach to money? Are you focused on acquiring status symbols or strategically building wealth? By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to adopt a millionaire's mindset and begin your journey toward financial independence. Key traits of millionaires. What truly sets millionaires apart from the rest? It's not luck, extravagant salaries, or a windfall inheritance. Their habits and mindset. Let's break down the key traits that have helped them quietly accumulate wealth. First and foremost, millionaires live well below their means. They don't fall into the trap of spending money to impress others. Instead, they prioritize financial security over social status. In fact, over half of them have lived in the same home for 20 years or more. Their homes are practical, not showpieces, which helps them save and invest consistently. Second, they allocate their time, energy, and money toward wealth building. Unlike many people who live paycheck to paycheck, millionaires dedicate time to financial planning and investment strategies. They understand that every hour spent learning about finances pays off in the long run. Another defining trait is their focus on independence. Nearly 2/3 of millionaires are self-employed, with 75% considering themselves entrepreneurs. This independence allows them to take control of their financial future and build wealth on their terms. Additionally, millionaires are disciplined savers and investors. On average, they save and invest 20% of their annual income and take a long-term approach to growing their wealth. This contrasts sharply with the quick-fix mentality of chasing the latest market trends. Lastly, they adopt a practical approach to everyday spending. For example, most millionaires don't buy new cars. Instead, they choose reliable vehicles and hold on to them for years. To them, cars are tools, not symbols of success. These traits may sound simple, but their consistent application drives extraordinary results. Reflect on your habits. Which of these can you start adopting today to build your path to financial success? Playing defense, the key to wealth accumulation. Let's talk about playing defense, a strategy millionaires swear by. Playing defense means protecting wealth through careful spending, detailed planning, and clear goal setting. This approach ensures that money isn't just earned, preserved, and grown over time. Think of it like building a fortress around your finances. Even a high income can slip through your fingers without strong defensive habits. The cornerstone of this defense is budgeting. Millionaires meticulously track their expenses and plan their finances. They know exactly how much they spend on necessities like food, housing, and transportation. This clarity gives them control and prevents overspending. Some might wonder, why would a millionaire need a budget? The answer is simple. They became wealthy by being disciplined and stayed wealthy the same way. It's similar to fitness. The people in the best shape often stick to their routines, even when it seems they don't need to. Another critical aspect of playing defense is choosing where to live. Millionaires often settle in modest, affordable neighborhoods without pressure to keep up with others' lavish lifestyles. This decision minimizes unnecessary spending and makes it easier to stay on track financially. Finally, millionaires avoid excessive consumption. Instead of spending on depreciating items, they focus on purchases that align with their long-term goals. Every financial decision is made with intention. How strong is your financial defense? You can start building your financial fortress by adopting a budget, controlling your lifestyle, and focusing on long-term goals. The true cost of consumption. Let's talk about a concept that often flies under the radar: the true consumption cost. Every time we buy something, there's a hidden price tag beyond what we see in the store. This price is called opportunity cost, the value of what you give up when you choose one option over another. Millionaires understand this concept deeply, and it shapes their financial decisions. Here's an example. Imagine you're tempted to buy the latest smartphone for $1,000. The upfront cost is clear, but what if you invested that money instead? Assuming a 10% annual return, $1,000 could grow to $2,500 in 10 years, $6,700 in 20 years, and over $17,000 in 30 years. Now, do you still think that phone is worth it? Another overlooked cost is time. High-ticket purchases often demand more than money. Maintaining luxury goods like a fancy car or a designer wardrobe can take hours of research, upkeep, and attention. That time could be spent improving your financial literacy, building your business, or simply enjoying life. Think of it this way: every unnecessary expense is like throwing a small wrecking ball at your financial foundation. Millionaires avoid this by spending wisely and prioritizing purchases that align with their long-term goals. Before your next splurge, ask yourself, is this worth the cost? Could this money or time be better spent investing in your future? You'll gain greater control over your financial journey by embracing this mindset. Why cash gifts can backfire. Here's a counterintuitive lesson from the millionaire next door. Cash gifts often do more harm than good. Parents naturally want to help their children succeed, but financial handouts can unintentionally derail their path to independence. Studies show that the more adult children receive financial support, the less wealth they tend to accumulate on their own. This is because these gifts create a mindset of dependency. Instead of learning to manage their finances, recipients rely on external help, which stifles their financial discipline and problem-solving skills. Take Jake, for example. His parents regularly gave him money to cover his rent and bills. While his peers were budgeting and learning to save, Jake developed a habit of overspending. He lived beyond his means, expecting his parents to bail him out. Years later, he struggled to break free from this cycle, while his peers steadily built their wealth. Conversely, many millionaires credit their success to the lack of financial handouts. They learned the value of hard work, frugality, and self-reliance early on. What is the most common form of parental support among millionaires? Covering tuition or educational expenses, investing in skills that enable long-term financial success. If you're a parent, consider this. The best gift you can give your children is the ability to stand independently. Create an environment where independence, responsibility, and smart decision-making are encouraged. By doing so, you'll help them build a solid financial foundation that will serve them for life. Are you on the right track? How can you tell if you're on the right path to financial independence? Fortunately, the Millionaire Next Door offers a simple formula to estimate whether you're building wealth effectively. Multiply your age by your annual pre-tax income and divide by 10. The result is your expected net worth. For example, if you're 40 years old and earn $50,000 annually, your expected net worth would be $200,000. But here's the catch. Millionaires aim to be what the book calls prodigious accumulators of wealth. This means their net worth is at least double the expected value. If your net worth falls below this benchmark, it might be time to reassess your financial habits and goals. The good news? It's never too late to start. By adopting the habits we've discussed, budgeting, investing, and living below your means, you can begin shifting the trajectory of your financial life. So how do you measure up? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know where you stand on your journey to financial freedom. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. Millionaires don't achieve their status by chance. They live below their means, prioritize financial planning, and avoid costly distractions. They steadily accumulate wealth over time by playing defense, understanding the true cost of consumption, and fostering financial independence. If you're inspired to take the next step, I highly recommend reading The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. It dives deeper into the mindset shifts required to build and sustain wealth, making it a perfect companion to today's discussion. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend on their financial journey, and subscribe to the channel for more actionable insights. Your support helps us bring more valuable content to guide you toward financial freedom. And remember, financial independence isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and grow. Until next time, keep building your wealth one smart decision at a time.